Highland Hermitage football gets a brand new field. The Hermitage Panthers kick off August 24th here at Chester Fritz against Highland Springs. Welcome to Sportswire Summer Review. I'm Will Catterley here at Hermitage High School. While the 2018 football season is just about here, the 2017 Panthers had that usual swagger that comes with a Hermitage team used to winning football. And for them, it started right away against Highland Springs.
And here they are, your defending state champion, Highland Springs. Springers at home.
All right, guys, we got a good night for football. Great rivalry here. Let's have a little fun.
And yeah, one of those guys who's going to have a lot of fun. Devontae Waller taking over. Number 8, first drive of the game, 6th play of the drive. 41 yards later, touchdown strike. Springers to Jonathan Carey. And he carries alone into the end zone. And the Springers take one step forward after their championship season 1 year ago. The defense was strong too. They missed the extra point to be 6-0. Still first quarter. New quarterback for Hermitage as well, Jay Connie. He's going nowhere. The Springer defense all over it. But Hermitage's defense would be up to the task to keep this close while their offense sputtered early. Khalil Finger gets the tackle right there, but more Springer D. Check it out. Number 2, Tremaine Talbert says, "No, sir." And that Springer D did not allow a Hermitage first down in the entire first quarter. Still in the first, Panthers have to punt. Still down 6-0. Billy Kemp, very instrumental in the offense last year. Going to have an even bigger role this year, I can tell you that. Big-time punt return in the Hermitage territory would lead to this. The field goal attempt is up, and it is good. Zane Mangrum puts it through, so it's 9-0 Highland Springs after one quarter. Now, first quarter, the running game for Hermitage, not so good. Second quarter, it got a little bit better. Number 22 is a big reason why. Webster Hill the 4th, and then, next play, C.J. Jackson finds Pater, 21 yards out, and Hermitage, just like that, it's a brand new ball game, folks. They would make their extra point. It would be 9-7 at that point. Just at the tail end of the first half. Tremaine Talbert had a huge impact in this game, or one would think. Third quarter, same score, 9-7. Tremaine Talbert returning the punt. Tremaine Talbert going left, going right. Okie doke. He's not going to be caught. Makes another man miss. Touchdown, Springers, right? Well, wrong. There's a flag on the field. Block in the back would negate the touchdown on special teams. Back to the ground game for Hermitage. That'd be paramount. Penalties were big in this one. First game, usually there are a lot of mistakes, and the Yellow Hankies come out a-flying. You know who was flying on this drive? Back to number 22, Webster Hill the 4th. He marches for a first down deep in Highland Springs territory, inside the 5, and then he'll finish the job with his 4-yard touchdown plunge. And Webster Hill the 4th gives Hermitage their first lead of the season. 14-9, Panthers on top with 2:50 to go in the third. Springers, fourth quarter action now. Waller was not afraid of the moment. Big time catch. He throws it, finds his man, Javion Smalls, who came up big. Then Waller looking. Fourth down, the Hermitage defense, could have been called for a late hit. They would have some penalties on the defensive side, but most importantly, they held their ground. Highland Springs would have another chance with Tremaine Talbert because Hermitage forced to punt after that great defensive stop. Mid-fourth quarter, Tremaine Talbert going to give Highland Springs a lead back. Wait a minute, what was that I saw? Was that? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. It's a touchdown, but for the second time, Talbert gets robbed. A block in the back. Flag on Highland Springs. It doesn't count, so it's 14-9 with 55 seconds to go. Tick, tick, tick. Waller finds his man, Tremaine Talbert. Shouldn't have pushed him one more time, my friend. That's 15 yards extra. So now the Springers got the ball. 26 seconds left, 4th and 5 at the 21. This is game, right? Waller steps up with the number 8 on his back. Makes a big-time catch. Jawan Carter-like. to Javion Smalls. Let's go to the flashback Sportswire Wayback Machine. Actually, it's not Wayback. Championship game. Rolling right. Juwan Carter. Chris Thaxton. Touchdown. That would win them the state title. Now to the present. Rolling right. Waller. Middle of the field. Mateo Jackson with the INT. It goes the other way this time. And Hermitage on the road scores a huge opening season victory thanks to Mateo and company. 14-9, your final.
Oh yeah, when you play a tough team and you have a hard-fought game and you come up on top, you got to be excited about that. We got a heck of a lot to get better at.
He just dropped in deep coverage and he's in the middle. He's got great hands. He's our holder on extra point. He's doing what Mateo does. He's got a lot of big picks.
And our defense, I knew someone was going to end up going backwards because we know to cover up the flats in that situation. So I just used my instincts and made it play.
A huge play and a 14-9 win.
Hermitage was the only team to beat Highland Springs all year, and they earned the #1 seed going into the playoffs, where they would meet up-and-coming Varina in the regional semifinals.
Varina coming into Chester Fritz Stadium, fresh off a big win at LC Bird. Hermitage homestanding #1 seed. Well, they look like a fine, well-oiled machine on offense. Their opening drive, check it out. Like I said, first drive of the game, James Carney dialing long distance. This would be one of the big plays of the drive. He connects for long yardage. Jalen Smith on the receiving end of that one. Jalen Smith has been big on offense for Hermitage as of late. And then bouncing outside, it would lead to this. Webster Hill, the fourth. Pater, touchdown. Hermitage. Just like that, Panthers would pounce quickly, jump to a 7-0 lead. Now, second possession for Varina. They started doing some of the stuff that worked against LC Bird. Running the football well. R.J. Coles with the run right there. And then this guy was huge early. Steven Richardson. That's good for a first down deep in Hermitage territory, and it would lead to this. Steven Richardson. Left, Steven Richardson. Right, and oh, that was so right for the play call. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Varina evens the affair at 7. So, tie game, 7-7. We go second quarter, and then the defense started to take over. And Richardson was not just big on offense, he was huge on defense here. The pass from Jay Carney. Can't connect with his receiver. Instead, Richardson with the pick. And Richardson has some blockers. And Richardson's going to return it into Hermitage territory. Varina in business. But the Hermitage defense was just as stout. And their secondary has been huge all season long. They got a number 7 of their own. Jabril Murray. He gets the Oski. So back-to-back interceptions. The defense ruled the day in the second quarter. And Hermitage defense taking care of business. Back comes the Varina defense. Jay Carney having trouble most of the night, getting his receivers open. Nice sack right there by number 25. In on the play, Jace Dupree. So 7-7 at the half. We go second half. Varina dialing deep, but it's intercepted by Jalen Barnes. And Barnes, another turnover for the Hermitage defense. They love turnovers. I'll talk more about them later on in the highlights. Meanwhile, Carney running for his life. Can't find anybody open. He's sacked again. The Varina defense comes up big. Nobody comes up bigger than Mateo Jackson. Ensuing possession for Varina after a long punt. 19-yard pick on the second play of the drive. And Mateo Jackson gets the turnover belt. More on the turnover belt later. And again, Hermitage's defense, third turnover of the night, gives them just a 7-point lead. We go to the fourth. It's still anybody's ball game. Big plays on defense, big plays on offense. It's a flea flicker. And Ali Jennings on the receiving end. Jay Carney had a tough night most of the night, but not on that 72-yard hookup with his favorite receiver and favorite target, Ali Jennings. And the defense looking for their fourth turnover because somebody wants that belt. Well, the quarterback gets drilled, so I don't even see it, but it is intercepted by, come on, Ewell. And Hermitage, well, you'll see them at home. Mateo Jackson joins us after a 21-7 win.
it was a big momentum swing. The D-line, they put me in position to make that play. They got in his face, and I just made a play. I know you heard about Miami's turnover chain. That's our version of that. And anytime somebody gets a turnover, forces a turnover, that's what we use to represent that.
Well, pick six is always nice. We'll take him wherever we can get him. He's kind of done that all year. I'd like to commend Alex, our punter. He did some great punts to keep the field position going for us, so it was a total team win.
The Panthers finally fell to eventual state champion Highland Springs in the regional finals. Still only 2 losses on the year, and year after year, the Panthers not only do well on the football field, but they also attract plenty of college coaches. That means one heck of a signing day for this 2017 class.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Let's go to Hermitage High School. Signing day event from last week. It was a big one for Hermitage. 12 overall, 8 Division I. Let's start with Defensive All-Metro Player of the Year, Mateo Jackson, the linebacker. He signs his lot with James Madison. A heck of a kicker seen right here going to Old Dominion in Alex Burton. Let's go right down the line. Hampton got a pair of brothers. First, Justin Jackson. He signs with the Pirates of Hampton, and so does Jordan Jackson. So, nice pickup by Hampton. Congratulations to both Jacksons. Landon Jones casting his lot with Virginia Union. So congratulations to Landon. He will go down the road. And the newest Navy midshipman. Nice signing here. Jabril Murray joining the Naval Academy. Congratulations to him. We've got some others too. UVA Wise gets more than a couple. Shamon Fox, I get 2 brothers. Again, second brother tandem. And Lamont Fox, and then in this awesome tux, I love it, man. JMU, gonna go Percy Mayers. Meanwhile, UVA Wise again, Jalen Barnes. He signs on the dotted line and gets it done. And here is Jamal Robinson, another pick for JMU. 3 for JMU overall, and just a tremendous class once again. And Webster Hill, the 4th, great running back. He signs with Davidson, so he'll be the newest Wildcat. Great photo op for Coach Kane's last class, and maybe one of his best.
To say I ever thought we'd be signing 8 Division I athletes in one signing period like we did today, 12 total. No, I didn't envision that, but we did have high expectations.
Well, it's the end of an era here for Hermitage football, but with every ending comes a new beginning. I'll explain straight ahead.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you?
You know you do.
Yeah, but I don't know where to start. That's why we're here. We're free, handsome,
I think we're breathtaking.
and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Biology homework, G. I got this. Is that Bran? Colleges love extracurricular activities.
Chess really isn't my thing.
I got this. Doesn't matter. Go ahead. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos.
Fire and ice.
Those don't really go together. Go to GetSchooled.com for more info.
Welcome back to Sportswire Summer Review here at Hermitage. 17 years of coaching, 77 consecutive district victories, and Patrick Kane resigned after last year going down as the winningest coach in Hermitage football history, and he retires as a living legacy.
The year 2001, a new head coach at Hermitage. Coming off a 2-8 season 1 year ago, Patrick Kane had his first shot with the Hermitage Panthers and a motto with just 3 little words.
You just hopefully following our new motto, play the play.
And our motto, play the play.
Play small ball. Keep communicating the whole time.
You focus on that play, you go hard on that play, you finish that play hard, you don't worry about what happens, and you can line back up and you play the next play.
So you got to play the play, follow our motto, get after each play, and at the end of the game, we'll be proud of our performance.
Every coach has a system. You know, all systems work. Nobody's better than the other. The key is getting your players to buy into it. He brought a system to Hermitage. He believed in it, and kids bought into it. He stuck by it, and they played hard.
And one play at a time, just play hard. The biggest thing I was concerned in 2001 was when things don't go perfect, how are we going to respond? When you've been 2-8 for 8 years, or an average of 2-8 for 8 years, you're used to things going bad at some point. So when you get that difficult spot, how are you going to handle it? And I think that motto kind of helped us get through it. Okay, they made a play, it's okay. The next play, we'll make a play.
You know, hard work trumps anything or just about everything in life. The harder you work, the better off you are, and the luckier you get.
The second quarter, Lee Davis with a punt, can't get it off. Into Hermitage.
Patrick Kane's hard work would pay off in his very first game as head coach, upsetting a ranked Lee Davis squad. But his motto, play the play, would be tested just 2 weeks later in a game against Godwin.
We were down by 16 with 2 minutes to go, and we tie it up, and they score in overtime, and we score in overtime, and then had a penalty on the extra point, which caused us to kick a longer field goal, and we missed it. So that was probably our first heartbreaker, the loss to Godwin.
Fought a hard battle. They play a lot of character, play with a lot of heart. Unfortunately, we came on the bad side of it. We'll test our manhood. Can you come back when it's tough? It's easy to be top dog when you're 2-0. Now we're 2-1. We'll find out what kind of real character we have.
His commitment to making everything the best that it can be, and he didn't accept substandards. He expected everybody to do their best and put forth their best effort all the time.
That's exactly what Coach Kane got from his team in 2001. They were 2-8 1 year ago. They only lost one more game in the 2001 season, finishing 7-2.
Yeah, man, I give all the credit to the defense. You know what I'm saying? They kept the offense on the field, gave me that opportunity in the offensive line. Got to give it up to them. Couldn't get nowhere without them. Then my tailback. Blocking so much, man. I really appreciate it.
2001 was just the beginning, as the Hermitage Panthers just kept winning and winning. And with all that winning came other accolades.
Next year, I will be attending the Ohio State University.
From players like Curtis Grant and Derek Green, in schools like Ohio State and Michigan, Kane helped any player who wanted to take it to the next level.
I think one of the things that is I'm most proud of is that so many kids who came through our program had enough of a positive experience that they wanted to continue at the next level.
Past 5 years, after these guys move on, we'll have 19 players playing Division I football. That's just Division I.
And as the Panthers kept winning, that number would rise and rise and rise.
One day at a time, night after night, and I just prayed about it and just left it alone and just had a great senior season with all my boys here.
I have an opportunity to play college football on Saturday afternoons. It's probably the most rewarding thing that I can ask for as a coach. You know, education is about teaching, growing, and having an opportunity to continue your education on the next level.
175 wins, and 17 years later, Coach Kane has helped countless student athletes at Hermitage. The winningest football coach in Hermitage history leaves with this advice.
Play the play, one play at a time, one day at a time. You work hard and good things can happen.
What happens when you played the final play? There is no play to play.
Oh, hopefully that's a little more than a football thing. Hopefully that's a life thing that you take with you. Another thing I like to throw out there, life is 10% what happens to you, 90% how you react to it. Kind of goes with that mentality. You know, bad things happen. It's how you deal with it and how you react to it is how it will end in the final outcome.
Look where they are. They're one of the premier programs in the state, and he didn't do it because he's a good coach. He did it because he's a heck of a man with strong morals and values and character.
He's a great person, and I want to wish him the best of luck in whatever future endeavors he has.
When you have something that's at the bottom and you want it to be at the top, you got to work for it. Nobody's going to give you anything, and I think that's one example that I can learn from Coach Kane, and I think anybody can take that lesson and apply it to any aspect of their life, and they can see the fruit of their labor.
Patrick Kane will be a tough act to follow, but Hermitage has a new head coach in Derek Johnson, whose high-octane offense from Matoaka could have defensive coordinators having nightmares on game week. But Johnson's experience is not just limited to the Commonwealth.
We're very excited to introduce our new head football coach. He comes to us with over 30 years of teaching and coaching experience. His head coaching experience stretches from Richmond Heights High School in Ohio, where in 2006 he was the state's Division V Coach of the Year, all the way to his recent stop in Matoaka.
And I feel like the kid with the golden ticket right about now. This is surreal for myself, my family. Like I said, Hermitage has been a program that you just admired for the last 10, 15 years, even when I was in Ohio. So to actually have my hands on this program, this is a dream come true, man.
Again, the Panthers kick off their season August 24th right here against Highland Springs. Well, as big as football is here at Hermitage, other sports had success as well, like ladies hoops. It's been years since Hermitage made the playoffs until last season, and getting buzzer-beating wins against their arch rivals didn't hurt.
So Hermitage looking for another win at home, taking on their arch rival, the Tucker Lady Tigers. Good one here in the first half. Hermitage. Nice move inside. No, Brianna Payne knows what to do for Tucker, though. Get it out in transition. Both these teams like to get up and run. Jasmine Lee for 2. We're tied at the half. Second half, third quarter. Now it's Hermitage's turn to get the steal. And coast to coast, she gave it up on a bad shot, but later in the third she scores and the foul. Deja Delaney for 2. Tigers looking to come back way beyond the arc. That is good for 3. Rihanna Payne bringing it from distance this year, no doubt. One thing that Hermitage had over Tucker, the rebounding. Number 24, Jasmine Beard getting it done. Later, no rebound needed. Hermitage going on a little bit of a run here. Cameron Tinsley scores from outside. And then on the run again, Zariah Jones counted for 2. Hermitage up as many as 7. Just before the break, 3 ball. Are you kidding me? Top plate nominee, number 10, Micaiah Walker from half court, no less. The Tucker Tigers needed that one. Down 46-39. Yeah, they were down 10 before that 3 ball in the fourth. Tigers would come back. What a move to the hoop. Scoop and score. Daisha Goodlet. And then the outlet inside. The pass. Brianna Payne with the answer. Tigers coming back. Then outside, yeah! Not quite from half court, but counted anyway for Micaiah Walker. 57-56. Tucker down 1. Under 20 seconds to go. 3 is good. It's good for Walker. Tigers up 59-58 with 9 seconds to go. Last chance Hermitage. Here's the play. Number 20 looking. Finding, oh, she's open, and at the buzzer it goes! It goes! Number 22 with a winner, Zariah Jones! And the Hermitage Lady Panthers win it. The guys' team's even really excited about that one. 60-59 is your final.
Well, when it comes to spring sports, the boys soccer team just narrowly missed out on the postseason. But they had the makeup of a group that, with timely goals and great goalkeeping, really could frustrate an opponent, particularly in a match last spring against Douglas Freeman.
And that little guy taking in the action, yeah, it's more like the dog days of winter as opposed to dog days of summer, isn't it? First half, Freeman looked like the better side, especially early going. Shot just goes wide. Rebels with a chance early and often to take an early lead. Their best offense came from the corners. Watch the pass into the middle. Kicked away by the defender and cannot get that one to go. Can Douglas Freeman, but the Rebels kept the pressure on. Streaking towards the goal. This was going to be centered and fired and just goes wide of the keeper. Still scoreless. More chances for Douglas Freeman. Will give and go. Sam Alberger in net with the Spidey senses. Yeah, Spider-Man jersey on there. Spider senses tingling, says no with a big-time save. Hermitage free kick, way too high. Still first half highlights. Rebels get on the board. The shot goes in. He shoots. He scores. Number 13 with a beautiful cross. And Mohamed El Abbasi gets credit for the goal. More Freeman Rebels. They try the cross again. Alberger is there. And then that went right off the woodwork. So Freeman narrowly missing the opportunity to go up 2-0. They would rue the day that they did not take a 2-0 advantage early in this one. Another shot. Alberger. Outstretched arms. It was a great night in goal for Sam Alberger, keeping Hermitage just within arm's length. 1 goal behind. Second half action. Rebels on the move again. Alberger. Another save for the goalie from Hermitage. Freeman on the breakaway. Surely they're going to score here. Ooh, that pass kind of broke up the momentum and then can't get enough on it. Alberger either had a soccer magnet in his pants or he was just finding all the shots, making all the saves. Freeman again. Looking for more. Alberger! 12 saves on the night for Sam Alberger. And then Hermitage on the corner. The equalizer, he scores! Goal! But wait! Oh, the flag was up for offsides. He was past the defender, offsides called, no goal. Weird moment here. Freeman kicks it back to their own goalie, who, oh no, picks up the ball. That's a penalty. So an indirect free kick. He scores! The rule on an indirect free kick is it's got to touch somebody else before it goes in net. It cannot be a direct shot. It did ricochet off a player, and Mama didn't. Yeah, Mama did. Gets credit for it. We're tied at 1. Later, still second half. More Sam Alberger. Hermitage trying to hang on to at least get a draw. Or a tie. That's a draw in layman's terms. Soccer. Another save off the post. Hermitage clears it out of danger. And after overtime, this one would end in a tie. 1-1 is your final.
The Panthers had their share of individual greatness as well. Pearl Nagby earned Virginia All-State second-team honors in the 400 meters. Only Godwin's Britton Wilson was better. Ibram Bechter was the Panthers' best in wrestling at weight class 160. He was a regional finalist in his weight class and punched his ticket to the state meet as well. And back to football, linebacker Mateo Jackson, seen here on the right, won the first-team Defensive Player of the Year at the All-Metro Banquet. He also had that game-winning interception to beat Highland Springs. Jackson signed with James Madison. Well, remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.